everyone? Welcome back to Evony with Genghis on YouTube today. Not parts unknown. You definitely know where I am today. Anyways, we're looking here. We got the Great Misers video at the bottom here, but actually at the top, I want to show you this great video by Savvvo Games. I'm gonna subscribe right here. You guys should all go subscribe to this guy. Give him a thumbs up too. This video is great. So I'm gonna play it. Maybe I'll play it in the background while I play Evony. Flip back and forth to it. I'm really not sure the copyright infringements on this, if I'm allowed to play it like this, because it's not full screen. If he'll be upset or not, I don't know. But go watch it on his. He's got excellent visuals with it too. It's a story about Evony, and it rings so true to me because I started playing Evony probably around 2007, 6, something like that. It was browser based, age 1. It was amazing. It was everything I wanted Evony Mobile to be. In fact, after I stopped playing Evony 1, and the only reason I stopped playing was because I moved to another country and the internet wasn't as good, and smartphones weren't really out then. So there was just too many times where I was offline. The game actually got banned at work. So like I couldn't monitor myself. So then when you sleep, there was just too many hours where I wasn't online and you could get attacked because there was no bubble back then. So you get attacked anytime. But attacks took like 5 hours, which was awesome. There was no teleports. It was great. It was a great game for adults because it was less stress. It was like, oh, I'm being attacked. I could go to work. It doesn't land for 12 hours. They couldn't speed it up, that sort of stuff. You get your reinforcements from your teammates, blah, blah, blah. Fast forward 10 years after I quit Evony age 1, I kept looking for a game that would be Evony. And I tried Clash of Clans. It never became what I wanted Evony to be. So I ended up settling on Evony Mobile, King's Return. Fast forward, here we are today. Anyways, let's check out this guy's video.
The year is 2010. Life is good. You just scout bombed that jerk in Global Chat. You're loaded with food so your troops don't die, and you can't wipe that grin off your face. You're living life, taking down level 10 NPCs, building up resources, and of course, losing some sleep over worrying about your bubble. You enjoyed the game for many, many months until it happened. That's right, the attack of the bots. If you didn't have a bot or know how to bot, it eventually became impossible to keep up. You gave it your best effort, or you joined the bandwagon, but either way, you slowly drifted away from your love of Evony.
So the only thing I'd say here in age 1, people had to bot because your troops actually ate food and just dismissed themselves. They ran away from your army if they were starving, if you ran out of food. And you had to bot because there were these NPC cities that kind of like our subs, but you had to attack them over and over to get food. There was no other way to get food except from attacking other humans, but that wasn't sustainable. So you had to attack these NPCs and you needed bots to do it. And Evony used to suspend people. So you'd go to log in and you'd be like, 3-day suspension for botting. Next time, more serious consequences. I used to get it all the time. And I remember arguing with Evony and being like, you should just ask people to pay a fee, like a couple dollars a month, and let them bot. Because no one joined your war game to farm for food so that the troops didn't die. Anyways, they told me no. But hey, fast forward 15 years and people are paying $5 a month for a bot. Getting a lot more than food.
Years pass by, you grow older, kiss a few girls, or boys, or, whatever you're into. Don't worry, we don't judge. And you try a few other games. But, let's be honest, it's just not the same. Then, you saw that Evony Age 2 released. You gave it a shot, and you're like, what is this? It just isn't the same. You spend some time playing it here and there, but you drift off again, and life continues on. Then, something miraculous happens.
So age 2, I also played. I didn't like it, much like Savvvo Games here. And the reason I didn't like it was because one of the beauties of age 1 was you could actually steal people's cities. So people could make up to 10 cities. and you could take them from them. So you could be like, you could just wait with your alliance and be like, let's let this fool build a full max city. Everything went to level 10, and then we'll take it from him. And you could take the city as long as it wasn't his last one. So some people who are really smart, if they were getting attacked, they'd drop all 9 other cities, and then that one main one that you were trying to get, you couldn't take. But anyways, in age two, you couldn't take people's cities. You could colonize them, and then they'd give you like 8% of their resources or 12% of their resources will go to you. I didn't like that, so I stopped playing age two. But apparently, age two ended with bots that are just crazy, and apparently it's still going, and people are still botting with trillions and trillions of resources, and the game never shut down.
That's right. You're scrolling through the App Store on your brand new smartphone, and then, bam! There it is. Evony, the King's Return. You give it a shot, and you're instantly brought back to those happy memories of killing virtual troops with your buddies as you gargle down your Mountain Dew. Life is good again. You're happy. You made new virtual friends, and your alliance is thriving. You just managed to defeat a boss level 11, and you didn't even think that was possible. Then it happens. That's right, you hit K25, and you're one of the hotshots on the server. You hear about a rumor about another update coming up, and guess what it is? That's right, K level 30. You prepare all you can, and then you push and push and push, and you actually genuinely enjoy the new content, and you achieve your goal. You're K30. You're still a hotshot, and then the game shares even more upcoming news about how there's going to be a new server versus server war feature in the game. You're so excited that you're basically crying. Wait, no, that's not tears, it's sweat. But either way, you're pumped. You continue to play and love the game even more. But then another update hits.
So right here at K30, this is actually where Brother Warzilla used to tell me all the time. There was no SVS, so you just warred your own server all the time. And all these Continent 1s were like that. They never had SVS for like half their existence. That's why lots of Continent 1 have a lot of inner turmoil and pure civil war all the time, because they just hate each other forever, and they don't care much about SVS because it's like, hey, these were my enemies forever, so let's just keep fighting them.
That's right, K35. You haven't really spent much money on the game at this point, but with the recent deals and packages, you splurge here and there to stay on top as one of the big boys. New bosses and events are popping up left and right. You share a few laughs here and there, but you also have to say some really hard goodbyes to some long friends as they slowly disappear one by one. Now, at this point, you may have lost a lot of friends on your server, but you gain many more across different servers in FD through SVS, all-star competitions, or simply just by trash talking in line or Discord groups. Now, on top of all of this, you begin to worry a little bit because you're starting to see episode 2 of the Attack of the Bots, but it's not too bad, so keep on playing with a smile on your face. And really, it's okay. You know the game won't be throwing any surprise. That's right, they release K40 and you think it's a joke when you see some fake screenshots on all the resources it takes, and then there's some rando spreading a rumor about a bubble reducing dragon or.
So the funny part here, this is awesome. This is pure genius by Savvvo Games. So this picture here, this is the profile picture or avatar that Elena, the customer service rep for Evony, has in the developer calls. This is her picture all the time. So this is what's funny about it, because he's basically just saying, oh, look, here is the liar who's been saying forever, don't worry, there's no K40. Don't worry this. We have a new event coming. Do you mean a coining event? Yes.
Something. I don't know. Things are getting weirder by the day. Turns out that crazy screenshot with the resources you needed wasn't even close. You needed more. Also,
funny thing here, side note, I showed this pre K40 update and I got so many comments in my stuff, in my comment section, in my email, people in my in-game whispers, people sending me zoomed in areas of this screenshot that was going around saying it was photoshopped, giving me reasons why K40 wasn't happening. This is someone having some sadistic joke, which all of this happened. This was all just like a year ago.
You'll need a few years of speed ups just for that one building itself. So many are discouraged that they leave almost instantly. Others stay focused and begin the grind. You begin to work and work and work, but then each month it seems like there's just something new you need to buy in order to stay competitive. New gear, new generals, new items, you name it, the in game store has it. You start seeing well known players dwindle off one by one because, hey, let's face it, if you want to be a head honcho, then you realistically need to drop several hundred thousands of dollars into this game. No exaggeration. This game is no longer the game you once loved. It's a trap. And now you realize it. You try and keep up, but you know what's going to happen. More updates with more things you need to buy to compete. The game is no longer free to play, it's the definition of pay to play. As new servers are opening almost on the daily, you're slowly watching the death of the earlier ones with all the people you love to game with. I don't know about you, but I'm about ready to say goodbye to my troops one last time, as I am not prepared to continuously invest real money into an unpredictable virtual pyramid scheme of the game. But hey, you know what? It might be a good alternative to Candy Crush for a while until you find something else. Well, at least according to the ads. Either way, let me know what you think about this story in the comments below. I'm sure many of you agree with me, and many of you disagree with me, and that's perfectly okay. Been quite a ride with Evony, and I'd love to hear all of your stories too, but let's face it, the end of the Evony era is here.
Hey, so let me know what you guys think. Is he right? End of Evany era is here. Man, a lot of people are telling me that. I kind of think like it's in a. I think it's going. I think people who stick with it are gonna have a payoff in a little bit because I do think lots of people are quitting, lots of people are leaving, and then you're gonna have a very good existence because I think Evony will have to correct itself. But I could be wrong. Everyone who I say this to says you're completely wrong. The game's over. It's dead. Anyways, don't tell me in my comment section. Go into Savvvo Games comment section. Subscribe to him. Tell him how awesome this video is. I love it, and I'm gonna comment in his section right now. Anyways, this is Genghis on YouTube. Savvvo Games. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.